Alright, we're back. Wow, the lighting of Astra Malorum actually makes this camo pop even more. Yeah, box is always in that same ass spot.
Yeah, I'll tell the Shadowsmith you sent us. Now let me hear myself think. I was right. You do look better with your brains out.
I just can't believe I don't have 1,000 kills with the thing yet.
I will try to keep our enemy distracted, but soon he will hunger and come looking for you.
I'll activate the rampage inducer for a little bit just to
Overlord may be
get things a
all-powerful,
little
but
bit
he is
quicker.
not all-knowing. That would be
So
my
far, honestly, the rampage inducer doesn't seem that bad in this game compared to 6. Yeah, because in 6, like, you get like the super spinners right away, and they just go nuts. 7, at least. They're just kind of running, but they're just sprinting. I was like, I've played plenty of custom maps with sprinters like right away.
My kind wove all of
1500.
creation from nothingness. Call my sister.
This is like my favorite training spot on this map, where I hung out. I did a round 50 attempt. I made it. And stopped after that. Because God, it's fun to actually like high round again that there's not 50 billion bosses in your face like Black Ops Cold War and Black Ops 7. Or Black Ops Cold War and Black Ops 6. This is Black Ops 7. Jesus. I don't have money for the box. That's selling it. Very nice.
throwing stun.
Don't care what I get. I got a Mirage. I actually like the Mirage. So that's better. Pack Punch 1. Here we go. There can't be that many zombies left that I have to actually kill. Just sucks. I can't track it.
No bad deed goes unpunished.
Still don't know what this is about with the Ravagers like do this thing. I bet you needed an Easter egg. Wouldn't surprise me. I have not looked up Ashes yet. The fact that I haven't beaten Ashes is why I haven't. Kind of consulting with the the zombie subreddit Discord, or it's just really the official Call of Duty like Discord, because that's how I got people to help me with Shattered Veil today. Got people that actually want to play. None of my friends play CoD anymore, and only one of them, my buddy Karate Kid Tony, was actually like into doing Easter eggs. And you know, I don't play them. Call of Duty isn't the same anymore. This was a gift from my brother, like I said, and I am enjoying the zombies, actually, that I've really dived into it. I was skeptical with the free trial, even, because I was like, yeah, it's fine. Feels like Black Ops 6. But actually, there's a lot of things, now having played more Black Ops 6 again today, there's a lot of things in this game that feel a lot better than that game. In small, minor ways, there's parts of this game that feel better than Black Ops 6. Where? I know one of the bodies is in here. There we go.
Yeah.
I don't know if it moves a little bit. Oh no. Oh, I came elsewhere. I'm just gonna use an anywhere over here. I have a bunch of these fuckers too.
Should I chew or
You
swallow?
fucking kidding me?
Questions.
How is that even possible? I feel like it should be programmed to have a certain range. Requires. Like you to teleport away.
I grow increasingly weary of fixing the mistakes of others.
I guess I just have to kill zombies with this thing until it says, "Hey, you unlock the base camo." It's it is kind of crazy that I have 1,000 kills with PAP 2 on this map and 1,000 kills with PAP 3 before I had 1,000 with PAP 1. How is that possible? Especially when I tend to find it really hard, not hard, but like it is a tedious grind to get to Pack-a-Punch 2. Less so in this game than it was in the previous few. But still.
It's amazing how many tubes and pipes can fit.
I think of all the zombies, bro. So we had Black Ops 4 was 2018, 2020 was Cold War, 2021 was Vanguard, 2022 nothing because that was MW2. MW3 had MWZ, which I actually did quite enjoy. I'd mentioned that. 24 was Black Ops 6, and this is Black Ops 7. I'm saying I gotta go back to Cold and look at zombies again in that game. I have also, it sounds insane, but I have been wanting to re-download Vanguard and do a little revisiting stream maybe. I kind of want to look at zombies again. I kind of want to look at multiplayer again on Vanguard. Because, man, I actually did kind of enjoy Vanguard multiplayer that first couple months, and then I stopped playing. And I enjoyed zombies for like a month, and then I stopped enjoying it, and everything that came after was not great. Shino Numa was the best thing about Vanguard Zombies, and it came so late and was also a remake that we had already seen before. Did it add a new area? Yes. However, Vanguard's gameplay was not it just didn't work. I don't know. They clearly had no intention to do round-based. People were like, bro, this is not what we want. We want round-based zombies. So then they just shoved that shit in, and it was the only round-based map we got. Like, they could have even taken the square from Der Anfang and, like, turned that into a little survival map. Because it was, I mean, it was just a fucking multiplayer map. It was Red Square, I think. Vanguard was just weird because from what I've heard, Vanguard was gonna be a futuristic game before Activision made Sledgehammer pivot to World War II, which is, like, I've heard further rumors that it was supposed to be Advanced Warfare 2, and that it got pivoted. But really, just in general, that it was supposed to be a more futuristic CoD game. After they did MW19 in modern day, and then Cold War, which was back in the 80s, another Black Ops game that took place in the past. So yeah, it was going to be another future game before Activision made them pivot to a World War II game, supposedly. I don't know why that is in fact true, but apparently that's why Vanguard got so fucking weird. With, like, you know, the F-2000 and the EM-1 from Advanced Warfare, and I think the Moors was in the game. Like, they had a bunch of futuristic stuff in this game that tried to portray itself as, like, authentic World War II, especially when it came out and they talked about the fucking campaign, which the campaign is, like, horrendously inaccurate to actual history. Everything about that game is just fucking rough. That's not to say, like, other COD games are 100% accurate. Even COD World War II has plenty of blunders. But overall, like, when you're talking about authentic World War II, at least COD World War II campaign feels more like that. It feels more grounded. It's still got, you know, kind of Saving Private Ryan action movie moments. That whole train scene comes to mind where Daniel vaguely avoids death. However, definitely more grounded than Vanguard was. Vanguard just shouldn't have been a World War II game. Although the multiplayer was kind of fun. Seeing some of the World at War maps back was kind of fun. But the attachment system and just no one wanted to play in that setting. And it was clear that it wasn't the setting that Sledgehammer wanted to make either. It was just so evidently clear that was just kind of a disaster on all ends. It's kind of insane when I think about it truthfully, because this game, it still reeks of modern COD fucking problems with, you know, a lot of bugs and all the fucking monetization and AI art, like, but like the gameplay itself isn't horrible. Although I haven't played a ton of multiplayer on this, I've not really been enjoying the multiplayer as much because the matchmaking feels really fucking weighted. Or it's just everyone really trying to pump stomp, so maybe that's my problem. And I have to go to like standard. I'm not sure. But, like this game is the worst rated CoD, I think, of all time. Not even Vanguard is. So it's interesting. Because I think a lot of people would actually consider Vanguard like the worst Call of Duty of all time. And I think it's up there. I've kind of, because I did the review video years ago. I did like a really old one, which was up to Advanced Warfare, and that one was horrible. Then I basically remade the video a lot better. I still like that video a lot, the speed run of every Call of Duty, but it was pre-MW 2019. So at times I have thought about doing a follow-up one, which would be MW19 to now, like to modern day. Yeah, I don't know. Although I think at some point I would like to go back and actually... I know everyone talks about how bad it is in this game, and I'm aware, I've seen the videos. But I would like to play all the campaigns, probably, that I haven't played, because that was also a big part of those review videos. I was just trying to think of, like, I was trying to gather my thoughts. Yeah, because the whole point is playing through all the campaigns, because you're trying to get the whole experience of the game to judge it on everything, every aspect, for the most part. Even though I didn't have a lot to say about a lot of the campaigns. Like, it was kind of pick and choose. I never finished Vanguards. I really hated it, so I never finished it. I never finished Black Ops 6. And then I didn't play this one. That's actually, I think, it. I did play Cold Wars. I didn't like Cold Wars. A lot of people did. I thought it tried too hard to be like the Black Ops 1 campaign without any of the weight of the Black Ops 1 campaign, in my opinion. Like, MW3 wasn't great, but it also wasn't that bad. I think it's definitely better than this one, probably. In Black Ops 6, I think I started the first mission, and I was like, I'm already tuned out. I don't care what's happening in this game. Like, I know it's the 90s instead, but I was like, what other fucking stories can you tell with these characters? Black Ops 1 and 2 are just elite. Black Ops 3 is kind of ass. But now knowing the way this shit's going, because they didn't say they're never going to make another Black Ops game again. They said they would never make back-to-back Modern Warfare and Black Ops. Like, they wouldn't make Modern Warfare, like, 4 or 5, and then Black Ops 8 and 9, which I think they should retire both of the names. Honestly, just make some fucking new shit. I think people need innovation in Call of Duty, not nostalgia bait. So, I think they really should retire those and let them exist as they were. Let people remember them as they were. Because people are never going to, at this point, people are never going to be like, oh man, well, it's not 100% true. There are people that do like those games a lot. But I'm saying, for the most part, you're not going to have a lot of people be like, oh man, I loved MW3. No, I mean like the 2023. I mean, you'll have, I guess, current teenagers and kids maybe. These are the ones they're growing up playing. Like, I'm saying, a lot of my generation still, I think, for the most part, is going to reminisce on those old games. I won't lie, I feel like when I was younger, I tried to hide my age, especially on YouTube. I mean, like, because I shouldn't have been making YouTube videos probably at my age anyway, but I'm saying, like, matter of fact, yeah, I was playing those games when I was too young to technically be playing them. Like, I was playing Call of Duty when because I had an older brother who was a middle schooler, and he was playing them at like 14, 15. So I was playing them at 8. I played Black Ops 1 when I was 8 years old, and I was playing World at War Customs when I was like 10, 11. I grew up playing these early Call of Duty games, like Modern Warfare 2, and especially Black Ops 1 is my all-time favorite because it was the first one I ever played. And I still love like everything about Black Ops 1. I talk so highly of that game whenever it comes up. So just nothing will beat that for me. No other Black Ops game. Like if I had to rank the Black Ops games, like not even, and not counting World at War. I know World at War is technically in the canon. It's I think a lot of people, including myself for the most part, count it as a Black Ops game. It's the same universe, that's why, even though it comes before them, for the Black Ops name. But let's just say, without World at War, if I was to rank the Black Ops games, for me, it would probably go 1, 3, 4, 2. 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, Cold War, 2, 4. I don't even know. It's actually hard for me. But Cold War has to be up there just because Cold War was just, you know, coming out of COVID, or, you know, tail end of the main big lockdown. Because, you know, COVID didn't go away and that kind of thing. But it was a really important game. And it was like a really weird time in my life when I went to one school for a semester and dropped out. And took a gap and tried to find a job. Couldn't really find a steady job. I ended up going to a different school, and, you know, I graduated now, and it's all cool. But, like, that weird kind of in-between point in my life where I didn't know what I was doing. We were coming off the fucking pandemic that changed everything. Like, Cold War was an important game to me. I played every season of that game. I did the Dark Aether grind. I did all of that shit. So, Cold War is special to me. And 4 grew on me. I talk about Black Ops 2 as well. Like, I think the campaign is fantastic, but I think the general game, like the base game, doesn't hold up without DLC. The DLC made Black Ops 2 a much better game. It made it a way better game. In fact, that's kind of my struggle with Black Ops 2. However, I'm saying, like, in general, like, Black Ops 1, 3, now these games that are a lot older, Black Ops 3 was my peak high school game, right when I was going into high school. When I first got my PS4. And it was just peak zombies at the time, like, these YouTubers that aren't even around anymore, and some of them questionable, but, like, you know, there was, like, the Z House, and Easter eggs for charity, and everyone was always Easter egg hunting for the zombies maps, and it's just everything about that fucking era is awesome. This is not tracking. Because a lot of zombies have died to it, and it's just not tracking. That's so annoying. Yeah, rocket kill 45, and it hasn't counted one of them. That's so rough. But the point is, yeah, the older games will always hold a special place to me more than any of these. I was recently really fucking nostalgic for Call of Duty World War II. I mean, I just mentioned it earlier. Dude, that was such a big winter break game. Coming off of Infinite Warfare, which I actually really did like Infinite Warfare. I didn't even own all the DLCs till later. But Infinite Warfare was great, was really good, and the MWR years, which I re-downloaded recently, the MWR year was also a fucking great time. CoD World War II, a return to boots on the ground, return to form, like outside of MWR, and it was just a great winter break game. And they had Winter Carrington playlist 24/7. It really felt like Christmas noobs were a thing in that game because it's overall probably just a fucking rumor and a mental thing where you're like, oh, you're dealing with these people who don't know how to play, like Call of Duty. People do know how to play every year, but you know what I'm saying. Like, really felt like Christmas noobs were real. They had the innovative war mode. Nazi Zombies was back. And and it was like trying to be a little spooky. And that first map, the Final Reich, is really good. All the DLC maps are pretty solid. I know a lot of people don't like Darkest Shore. However, I still quite like that map, even though it's hard. Yeah, just really good shit. Really good shit out of CoD World War II, honestly. And I just got nostalgic for that time, being in. I mean, like, I've been out of college for a year now. I graduated last January. I've been working, you know, consistently, like adults do. Not me being like, oh man, like, being an adult sucks. Everyone knows being an adult sucks. Everyone knows things are hard right now. I'm not trying to act like I'm unique in this regard, but I'm saying it's a different change. It's a big change when your life goes from school and hanging out with friends and working like weekends to just get enough money to go do stuff with your friends. To worrying about bills rather than homework and working every single day. It's a change. It's a transition, and it's kind of, you can try to mentally prepare for it, but it does just kind of hit weird. I just got nostalgic for back then, back being in high school, being a kid, winter break, no homework, nothing to worry about, get new games at Christmas, play all day, every day with your friends. And then school comes back, and what do you do when you go to school? You talk about the games, you go to class, you do your homework, and you go home and you fucking play the game some more. And as an adult, like, out in the world, it's like you kind of pick and choose a little more what games you're playing every day, how you want to spend those hours after work, which realistically the hours are not too different than school, I suppose, because you get out of school around like 2:30, 3. I mean, like, you have more hours of work for sure. But I'm saying, like, if you had homework and stuff and you were one of the people, I was one of the people that kind of did my homework like right away, unless it was a project or an essay that had some time. Like, you might be done with your homework at like 4 or 5, depending on what it is. So, like, realistically, it wasn't that different. I suppose it's not that different. It's just different tasks at hand. But it felt different. It felt different. And I think it's because there was less of a weight. There's less of a financial weight, of an independence kind of weight. Like, it's different. It is different. And I think especially in times like now where everyone is struggling, like I said, it can be really easy to get nostalgic. I think that's a big thing on social media, is you see a lot of people post about like the early 2000s and growing up now, or even the 2010s. I'm feeling weirdly nostalgic about all the 2010s because, bro, it's been 10 years now since 2016, which is just so weird, man. Infinite Warfare turns 10 this year. MWR turns 10 this year. Dude, it will have been... It'll have been longer between MWR and MWR and now than from Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. 2007 to 2016, 9 years. It's 10 years of fucking MWR. That is insane. Oh, we got it. We got Celestial Cannon. We're done. All right, we'll get to 21. We can also double pack now. It doesn't matter. Then we'll get to 21 and we'll exfil. We'll call it a night. But I think this is a fun little... I might actually cut off the Astra Malorum segment. And post it, like, upload it to the VOD channel as its own little thing as well, because I think this is a nice little thing about talking not only Call of Duty, talking about life a little bit. I know that sounds fucking so cringe, so, like, cheesy. But things I think about sometimes, I guess. The world, time keeps moving. When you're younger, when you're like a teenager, you really feel like you're invincible. You really feel like nothing can hurt you, and you're gonna feel this fucking like free and excited and optimistic forever. I'm not trying to. That sounds horrible. That sounds like I'm trying to be like, and you should never have hope, and you should stop being optimistic because the world's depressing. Like, that's not what I mean. I'm just saying I feel like every person, especially living under like normal circumstances, feels that kind of weight of where your optimism gets a little drained. Your outlook on things gets different. You're more tuned into things than before. When you're a teen, it's much easier to be naive, or even just blissfully ignorant. Things start moving so fast. This entire holiday season, the entire like last 5 months of the year flew by, and then I looked at some stuff from like January of 2025, and I was like, I can't even believe that was the same year. Like, this year felt so long, but also so short. Like, there's so many things that took forever. And then it felt like those final 5 months of the year, once you get to like September, it just zooms. So I did not mean to pick up frag there. I hate that though. I got really bummed about it on New Year's Day. Like, I was with family and stuff. We usually get together and celebrate a little bit. Get to all see each other. But yeah, it was just... It left me feeling melancholy. I was like, bro, the holidays are fucking over. It's another year gone. Another year gone. Especially when you get older too, like you start to think about your family members. As they get older. Weird. I don't want this to get too real. I already feel like I've kind of crossed that like boundary, because I had more thoughts, but I think I'll keep those. It's just more remarks about how, yeah, your perspective just kind of changes in the 5 years from being 15 to turning 20. Now I'm gonna be 24 this year. I'm almost halfway through my 20s. It's weird. It's all moving so fast. But hey, let's just survive an extra little round. Enjoy some of this modern zombies as much as we can. And it's been really comforting to me, like Cold War was back in 2020 and 2021. God. Still a VOD on this channel too. Malorum toting around 77 back in the day on Cold War, man. I was leveling up the nail gun. I was just picking and choosing whatever guns I wanted to get Dark Aether next because it didn't really matter. I wanted to eventually keep up and get all of them, but I never did. There's too many of them. And then yeah, I haven't done a camo grind since since MW3. I did Damascus and then I did Dark Aether in Cold War. I was gonna do Dark Aether and Matter, but I gave up on Matter pretty quickly. Then I gave a shot. I did not do Vanguard. I didn't even try Vanguards, either of them. I didn't really like the way they looked. And I didn't. God, the green tiger for zombies was so fucking ugly in that game. I was like, I'm just not grinding for this. Tried an MW2, that grind sucked, didn't even end up finishing it. Also, because I was really bad at MW2 for some reason. If I have a positive KD, it's like barely over 1 in that game. And then MW3 I did do Interstellar, because it wasn't too bad. I tried to finish MW2s within MW3, and once again, just didn't do it. It was so not enjoyable. God, the fucking mutiny rifle sucks this game. They're doing nothing. Yeah, and then Interstellar was the last one I did. Did not do Black Ops 6. No, actually, I didn't even try. I didn't try any of them. Just couldn't do it. Just didn't care enough, I guess. Because honestly, also the camo grinding just made it a lot less enjoyable for me to play the games.
I do not need a shroud to keep my secret.
Fuck shields. There we go. I think I might not make it out of this one though. This fucking Uber class is tanking shots. Oh. 30 seconds? He's about to fucking haymaker me. Oh my god. 30 seconds, bro. It's not enough time. It's not enough time. 15 seconds to take out the core. 10 seconds to take out the core. We're so cooked. Oh my god, I did it. I did it with fucking 3 seconds to spare. Wow. Close call. And that's a good end, I think.